Hello and welcome to the Music Scout podcast with myself, Lewis Fisher, and it is time for another interview, folks. Yes, we have got Sean McGowan for you, and it has been a little while. This interview was in July. It is November. I'm very aware of that, but I took a little bit of a break. I've also had some troubles with my laptop. I thought I genuinely lost the footage at one point, but they managed to find it. They managed to get it back for me. So I was very happy about that because this interview is astonishingly fun. Really, really good chat. And also he's just a bit of a banterous, laddish guy from London. And you can tell straight from the off that, he likes to act all tough, but actually it has such a sentimental feeling behind his music and behind his own personality as well. And he was really, really fun to talk to, and I hope to interview him again at some point because it was well worth the chat. And apologies for this is taking so long to be released, but that is the way. But it actually works out quite nicely because he's just released an EP about 3-4 days ago on November 1st called Create Calm, Create Chaos. And I can't believe I said that in one go, actually. So I'm going to give myself a few brownie points there. And this came out on November 1st. It's 5 songs long, and we're going to hear the song Heartbreaker at the end of the show. So after the interview, you will hear the song Heartbreaker, which is from this new EP from Sean McGowan. So do keep an eye out for that. Before then, just before I stop rambling, you're going to hear Cup of Tea, and then you're going to hear the interview after that. So it's going to be a jam-packed episode. I'm really, really happy to be back. And it's only going to be more episodes from here. I've actually got the Album of the Year podcast episode in the works at the moment. It is just going to take a little bit of time because it is very, very difficult for me to decide who is going to be number 1, let alone number 10. This year is so close. This year, I think 6 of the top 10 were my number 1 at some point. So I don't know who I'm going to decide. But anyway, we will leave it at that. So yes, the interview was actually at 2000 Trees back in July. A little bit cringy when I say it's so freaking long ago, but we will go past that. It was back in July, and I had a really, really good time at 2000 Trees. Thank you very much to the guys for letting me come down and have a chat with so many people, including Frank Turner. If you haven't listened to it, go listen to. I spoke to Frank Turner. Cannot believe it still. Anyway. So Sean McGowan was a guy who was, very fun, very characteristic, and also it was really good fun in terms of the atmosphere in the tent as well. The atmosphere was really, really good. It was just a joyous place to be, especially in the press tent. A press tent sometimes can be a little bit, you've got to go from one interview to the other. You've got to speak to loads of people for such a short period of time. But, everyone seems to have this close-knitted relationship at 2000 Trees where, whilst they're all interviewing each other, they'd be making faces to try and put each other off. And it was a really fun atmosphere, and it was exactly what everyone needed just to get through the day because it was very hot as well. So we all didn't want to be, trying to dig too deep and get too sentimental, but at the same time we wanted to have a good chat, wanted to make it worthwhile, and this is definitely a nice mixture of both of those things. So do keep an eye out for just the little quips and little fun things that I sort of tip in and out of the episode for you. Do go and check out Sean McGowan's new EP, Create Calm, Create Chaos, and it would be really, really good if you can just say to him how much you really enjoy it, because his music means the world to him, and he said on stage and as well as to me, he cannot thank everyone enough. So do go and check out all of his music if you can, and check out his new EP as well. So thank you very much for coming back, joining in, and there'll be more episodes to come, I do promise, as we go into 2020, which I hope and I will try and pursue to be a very big year. So thank you all very much for joining me. Enjoy the interview, and I will speak to you all soon. Ta-ra!
You're grafting, working late again. Overtime you're raking in, and bubble, money trouble got you on the ropes again. Treading on thin ice again. Your love life is suffering. Up to days of your old ladies and another dining. The boss man's a villain, but he's got you by the bollocks. So you best play poolside, breathe in deep, and break your back to break your bread. Beg and break will come. 'Cause I'm sick and tired, spend my whole life on my knees. Can I have some more service? 'Cause I pray for the cup of tea.
With a round on the card, on a wind up on the tees, up and knees up, ease up, calm yourself down please sir. And he looks at twat with his arm up his back, walked out by the security geezer. And now the old bill will come in, and you see us running, and now you won't catch me, officer, easy. Cause I'm sick and tired, I spend my whole life on my knees. Can I have some more service? Cause I pray for the day when I'm brave and sing my teeth. I'm by the hand that leads me to ease. And wash it down with a cup of tea. Wealth don't trickle down, it loops and loops round rich hands and offshores, cross waters. So next time you check your account and you're few pound down, don't be surprised, I've just full dodged ya. I'm sick and tired, spend my whole life on my knees. Can I have some more service? Cause I pray for the day when I'm brave and sing my teeth. I'll find the hand that leads me to pieces. I'll wash it down with a cup of tea.
Yeah, how's it been? All good?
Yeah, great man. Yeah, all good, all finished now.
Just relax now.
Well, kind of. I've got another little acoustic set at midnight,
yeah.
so I'm sort of. It's just trying to resist the temptation to get drunk, especially when you get given, a load of cans of beer. And but no, it's been brilliant. So I'm just trying to make sure I go steady. He says whilst taking another sip.
Yeah, it's just drinking Piston Head was.
Piston Head as well has a strange effect on me.
It's not bad actually.
It's not bad at all. I've been working in the pub in Newport. That's where I was last night, and they have it on draft. So I'm not drinking it often. Not often enough to be a problem. Every now and then I have a nice little pint of it.
So I used to work in the pub, so you could just have a drink every now and again whilst everyone else is getting drunk, because they don't notice and they don't mind.
Yeah,
and then you
that's
can just
it.
sort of just carry on as you were.
That's it. Yeah. As long as you're being responsible, eh?
I say that, especially my manager. She was not very responsible when I was...
Right. You worked in the pub?
No, not
A
that
pub.
pub. I used to work at A pub to the point where she was dancing on the bar.
Oh, mate, fair play. You're a great manager. Fair play.
Yeah, she was a good lad.
Yeah.
But yeah, she didn't mind everyone just having a good time.
Yeah, I think so. Within reason, my boss is cool with it.
Yeah. All right. So you're here. That's the main thing. So and a great set by the way. I brought it. I
thanks
came
so
down
much.
for it. It was really, really good. So
Thank
many
you.
people there as well.
Yeah, it was packed. It was lovely actually. It's sort of I've done 2,000 trees twice before. First time was just like the set I'm doing later, like on the busking stages, and so I wasn't properly booked. Last time I did the forest
session.
Acoustic side. So it's nice to come back on, like a proper stage and the band and stuff. So it's been like quite a nice progression.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed it.
I did hear you say that you've been waiting a long time to play with your band as well.
Yeah.
How long's it been since it's been?
Well, I mean, ever since Tree started, all my friends have been playing it. So Frank, Skinny Lister, Varley, Will Varley, Ben Marwood, everyone, Ducking Punchers, have all done this festival. So it's always been something I've seen. It's just, mate, I want to get on that. I want to be a part of it. And, I don't know. It must be. It's years now. When did this festival start? 2007.
Yeah, something around
Maybe.
that. Yeah, it's been going.
So I'd say at least like 6-7 years, really. I mean,
Okay.
waiting for it. Yeah.
Now you got your moment.
Yeah, man, felt good. Felt really good.
Yeah, there's so many people who knew the words as well.
Yeah,
That's the one
yeah.
thing I was like, this literally feels like you should be headlining.
You're far too kind. I think, you know, we've been doing this a long time now, and the people who come to my shows have been so loyal over the years.
Yeah.
And they turn out every single time, and they're great. They're just sort of the support. I'm very, very fortunate in that sense. You know, we have like quite a core that turn up to multiple shows on the tour, and are very vocal and they're lots of fun. And good people as well. They're the people you want at your show.
Yeah, they're really good people. I know that people on like the Solo Armada, for example.
Yeah, they're great. Solo Armada
They're really, really good.
Yeah.
Being myself part of it as well. And
Shout out Solo Armada.
Shout out to it. And they're just so loyal to so many artists. And your name keeps popping up on that.
Well, there's a lot of my sort of. I was going to say success, but that like suggests that I'm actually doing something, which would be incorrect. But my recent sort of progression, I guess, I would put down a lot of it is to Solo Armada actually, that their constant support, and you know, there's so many faces I recognise at multiple shows on the tour and in the crowd today.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of friends out there, and it's just really lovely, man. And it's, you know, I'm very fortunate to be in the position I'm in. I just kind of like just trying to grasp it with both hands and embrace it. You know?
Yeah, so I want to talk about the band quickly.
Yeah.
See, I know the guitarist is one of your best mates.
Yes.
And how did you find the rest of the band?
So my drum, he's brilliant, isn't he?
Fucking amazing.
He's a joker.
Powerhouse.
I heard someone was just like when I did Millbrook Road, the solo bit. Apparently he was just smoking a cigarette.
He
and having
was,
a beer.
yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
what? When did this happen? And he's just like, fucking, just well, that's breach.
I saw him leaning over, just doing. I thought he was on his phone. I was like, that's interesting. And then sort of leaning over, and I saw him rolling, and I was like, okay, so he's just rolling the fag. He's just there, literally like this, back.
And then comes in for his
playing,
beer.
and then chucks it.
Oh, dude. I mean, Breach. So I know Breach, Michael Breach, his name is from the Joiners. When I worked at the Joiners, he was an in-house sound man, and happened coincidentally it's the best drummer I've ever seen. And you know, so that's how he came along. And then Jay, who plays bass, also plays with Kate Nash, Get Go Where Go Fly, and maybe a million other bands. But he engineers all my records. He's produced my new record that's coming out later this year.
Oh, great. Okay.
So he's been working with him for years. And, I mean, the three of them, you know, they're all best mates.
So talking new album then. Do you want to tell me
Yeah,
a
well,
little bit
it's
more
a
about
new. We're doing an EP.
Okay,
EP. We've got the album's half written, and I had all these songs that were emo as fuck, and I was just like, I want to do some solo shows or some shows with strings and violins and piano and stuff like that. So we're going to put that record out first, hopefully late this year, and tour that, and then hopefully record the next album at the end of this year, ready to go again next year.
That sounds
That
great.
seems to be the plan, but things never go to fucking plan, as we all know. But in an ideal world,
So what made you want to use strings and piano in your music from what you've done previously?
Well, I mean, I've always done it. I think if you looked across all of my back catalogue, there's been that sort of quite poignant moments to me. And some of my favourite songs to play are the saddest songs I've written. I was just I owed it to myself to compile a record. So this record I put together is basically some of the saddest songs I've ever written. But I just thought it just sounds great. One of my person who plays strings for me, Katie Lynn, is fantastic. And I can just hum a melody to her and she can pick it out and play it.
Wow.
So it was just a no-brainer for me to go and have that accompaniment and that sort of that setup. And it's good fun, man. It just honestly, a violin. If you want to make yourself cry, put a violin or something, because it's either going to sound great and you'll cry because it's emotional, or it's going to sound shit and you're going to cry because it sounds shite. So it's a double whammy, really. But
So how long did this EP take to record then? Was it just a quick session?
Like 4 days or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it took 4 days. We just sort of went in straight and just hammered it out, and we were like, it was nice, man. It was quite liberating to. It was quite liberating to be able to just go in and do that and be sort of super efficient, but also like you'd be surprised how much when it's just solo as opposed to a band, you'd be surprised how much time you actually can make in a session. You know, it's sort of like the amount of 30-minute fag breaks we had. Don't tell the label that, but like, you know, long fag breaks, and you can think about things and stuff, because there's only, the main core of it is just me playing guitar and me singing. And a lot of it I did in one take anyway, so which was like, I would like to get it on record. I did a lot of it on one take. Well, anyone who's ever been in the studio with me will not believe that, but yeah, so a lot of it I managed to get, because I was well rehearsed then. But yeah, so the recording process was super quick and really nice actually. I hate the studio. I hate the pressure and the sort of like the intensity of it. Because it's feeling like something's going to be final.
Yeah.
You know, when you're on stage, you can kind of, I can fuck up something in a second verse, but I know I've got a third verse coming to redeem myself or something like that. You know. And if I do fuck up something in the second verse, I'll make sure that third verse is the best third verse I've ever done.
Do you find it's very intimidating just because you've got that one guy who's you know, the producer who's got, you know, state-of-the-art headphones that can hear every single pinpoint thing that is gonna, you could potentially scrutinise?
Well, if any of the bits in between, I'm sure there's a technical term for it, but the bits where I fuck up and then say something after, if they've ever got released into the world, people would learn a whole new dialect of swearing. I mean, relentless, just fucking, and it's just all aggression and anger, nonsensical, of course, but yeah. So I'm definitely feel the intimidation there.
You're gonna write a new dictionary then, like Sean McGowan's dictionary.
Dude, I say so much stupid, weird shit. It's gone through my head so many times that I should actually like write a book, just just with the stupid phrases I say and all the rest of it. But I'm yet to do that.
I mean, if Frank can write 2 books, I'm sure he can.
Yeah, fuck it. Anything Frank can do, I could probably do half as well. So.
So let's chat about the current album, Son of Smith.
Yes.
So it's the first release with a full band.
Yes.
And what was the change in structure for your sound? And so I know you got the band here.
Yeah.
And so why now to put out a full
well,
album?
we signed a record deal. Which
that's another thing. That helps.
Yeah. I mean, you know, trying to finance anything, even with a record deal, trying to finance everything, you know, it's impossible. But it was just the right time, man. I've been doing this for 10 years. I think that's something that escapes everyone. The people are often surprised to hear. I've been doing this since I was 16. So I've been touring heavily since I was 18. So it was just like, although it's new to most people, to me and to the sort of the main contingent of people who are into my stuff, we've been waiting for it for fucking ages. But the time was just right, you know. We signed with the label, and they wanted me to do an album. I had an album written, and I was ready to go, and I felt like it was a good debut. I felt like it was a good representation of where I was at. So yeah, we got the green light, and we're just fucking about with it. And it was just before I went on tour with Billy Bragg as well.
Oh yeah.
So it was also quite a good sort of like knowing I was about to tour with my hero. It was like, right, I'm ready. If I'm good enough, to support the person I consider godlike genius, then I'm good enough to do my debut album. And it was sort of, my confidence was high, and I was feeling good, and yeah, we've got it done.
Yeah, so this whole album for you has been a real confidence boost for you, just to know that you can do it and know that you've got a backing behind you as well.
Absolutely, man. I mean, it's really tough. That's something I struggle with quite a lot as well. If things don't go right or whatever, I can kind of, you know, I can take a dip, but I can kind of really sort of like, I mean, I guess it's the same with any creative person in whatever format they choose to sort of, you know, put out their art. But yeah, it gets to me. It definitely gets to me. If I have a quiet period or whatever, I feel the knots totally. And so doing, you know, a show like today, for instance, is like, I've been a little bit on the ropes recently. Play a show like that, you're like, oh yeah, like, I'm not shit. Like it's alright. It's
that was killer.
Thank you so much, man. It's very kind of you. Thank you. I
It's
appreciate it.
high energy, it's lots of fun as well.
Yeah.
That's just what you want from the gig as well. You
Yeah.
don't want anything too serious, but serious enough for everyone to understand what your message is, what you're trying to put across to everyone.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, that's what we intend on doing. Whether we do it every time, I'm not sure, but we always aspire to it. We always try to do it.
So it must be another confidence boost as well to have that sort of follow from like the Solo Miler, for example.
Yeah.
Is that a constant?
Yeah, they're great.
Nice boost for you as well.
It's good. Do you know what? Like, it'd be an easy like sort of cliche to say, oh, it's like nice to be liked, but like the whole sort of being liked doesn't fucking matter. Like, obviously, it's the thing that means quite a lot to me is like people coming through for you, and so that's like in attendance and stuff like that. That's where I've had so many chats with other musicians I know about this, but like the thing that makes me feel like worthwhile is when people turn up, people are there. So like fuck, like they've spent money on a ticket, they've arranged babysitters or whatever it is, they've made an effort. Carve some time out of their day to come and hang out with you, and I think that's for me that's just sort of like that's really still so weird. But then that's why you always have to play well. You always have to give everything because you owe it. You owe it to the people in attendance.
I completely see what you get as well as like this podcast is just run by myself. For people to download it and listen to it. Like, why are you taking time to listen to mine when the market is massive? I appreciate everyone who listens to it.
It's important. I think it's crucial to be aware of people who allow you to do what you want to do.
Yeah, definitely.
That's sort of like that's the best bit about it for me.
So the other thing we'll talk about with the album at the moment is you recorded it live as well.
Yes.
Essentially. So did it take longer to record that way, or did it just break up that way?
Well, I mean, it's live in the sense that so like we'd all be in live, and then we'd take usually drums and bass, and guitars would be overdub, but it's just because my timing is so bad, we didn't want anything on metronome, we didn't want anything.
I was going to say.
It needed to feel, it needed the energy. So no, it didn't really take much longer because we just did what we always do, and it was just a matter of getting a take, or majority of a take where we weren't shy. So it was good. It was a nice way to record.
Sounds like my perfect session, to be fair. I'm a drummer and I hate it.
This
is like the complete opposite of what I should be, but I just hate it.
So. The thing is as well, like my drummer's so good. He accents phrases in lyrically, which I think like it's very rare you'll hear a drummer like be sort of like a random beat through a random verse, and he just knows the lyrics coming, and there's something on the hat. So in order for us to get that right, I needed to be, we needed to do it live. He needed to hear me and to hear my phrasing.
Yeah, that's a very Chad Smith influence. I think I hear it a lot in his music. So I don't know what influences he has, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's one of his influences.
Very possibly,
Especially since he's a massive powerhouse of a guy.
He is
as
just
well,
a dude. He's just such a good player, such a good dude.
He's insane. So good. So did you find that in the post-production there with the mixing and mastering of the album, was it difficult to listen back to your music that you knew was live, you knew wasn't like to a metronome? Did you pick up on little bits that you thought, we could have done that a bit better? Or
not really at the time. In hindsight, I guess that's the nature of the beast, isn't it? It's sort of like, shite. I wish I phrased that differently, or I mispronounced that. That's often with me, I think, when you're quite colloquial and have such a mongrel accent as I do, it could be sort of like Hampshire farmer or like Mockney, depending on phrasing and stuff. When you're that mongrel in your speaking, it's difficult. Things don't sit right. But usually, it's sort of like I feel like we're there to capture a moment. I'm not Ed Sheeran. I'm not Adele. It doesn't need to be. It's not supposed to be perfect. If it was perfect, it's pointless. Because it's never perfect. It's all about the live show for me as well.
So, and then also your lyrics are very tongue-in-cheek as well, especially like Porcupines, for example. Cup of Tea, another one. Where do you get these inspirations from, and how did you come to write such sort of cheeky lyrics, as it were?
I think it's just because I'm a bit of a gobshite, really, and I'm easily aggravated, and I'm a bit of a dickhead sometimes, and I don't like I don't know, man. A lot of things wind me up, and as I'm sort of getting a little bit older, not really. Well, as I'm growing up very slowly, I think you learn to sort of like pick your battles. Whereas when I was sort of 16, I was just like, don't like this, fuck everything. Whereas now I can be a little bit more tailored and a little bit more, to the point. So I think it's just a personality trait. I couldn't pinpoint it for you completely, but I think it's just weird. That's just the way I am.
You mentioned about winding up.
Yeah.
Certain artists who I interviewed earlier on told me to tell you.
Sam Duckworth.
No. I can't say. But
Right, yeah. What did they say?
It may have been. He said, tell Sean.
So it's a male artist.
He is a male artist. He said, what is it? I've got it down here. He said, tell Sean your younger brother is twice as hard as you. What happened to you?
Sam Duckworth, 100%. 100%. And also true. So my younger brother he's better looking than me. He's taller than me. He's cooler than me. He's definitely harder than me. Yeah,
He said to me afterwards, he went, if you're interviewing Sean, just tell him that and wind him the fuck up.
Yeah, I do. I have to accept it. It's true. It's come to that. It would have wound me up, but now I've just come to terms with it.
It's alright then. Must be. You've heard it a few times now, so you're like, yeah, I know.
Also, side note, fuck you, Sam Duckworth. I've literally just been with him before I came here to you.
I interviewed Sam and then went to see your show and then just come here to interview you. So
amazing. I'll be there on at 6:20, I think. So.
Okay, great. Yeah, I'm gonna go check out Sam's set as well. And I think he's got 8 musicians today as well.
Yeah,
so he loves having so many musicians.
He does. Yeah. It's just to make up for his lack of ability, I think.
Yeah.
No, don't put that in. I'm joking, Sam. He's an amazing musician. That was a joke. Sam produced my album. He produced the album.
Okay.
He's produced most of the stuff I've done actually. And Jay, who plays bass in my band, has a studio with Sam. Sam is like family. He's like a brother to me. If it weren't for him and the likes of him and Frank and Billy, then I'd still be in Southampton, ever playing in Southampton. So but still fuck you anyway.
Yeah. It does seem like you've got a really close bond with a lot of people on Extra Mile.
Yeah.
This whole process, the whole festival, I'm interviewing just Extra Mile artists.
Right, cool.
Throughout the whole festival at the moment, it just seems like everyone knows everyone and everyone is very close knitted and everyone can support each other. That's quite a rare thing for a record label.
It's very incestuous, but no, it's cool, man. Like, it just I must admit, a lot of the artists on Extra Mile I was friends with before I was on Extra Mile, and I think that's why I ended up on Extra Mile for being. I guess it just got to the point they couldn't ignore me anymore. It's nice, man. It's a nice hub. It's nice to have a little community and have a group of people that look out for each other and work with each other. It's just cool, man. It's a cool feeling.
So you want Sam to produce your next album as well, then?
I think Sam will probably do it. Yeah, I thought so. I don't know. I haven't looked that far ahead because I've only written a little bit for it.
Okay.
I guess we'll see. If I decide that I want to be a metal artist, then I might not go with Sam. But we'll work.
Maybe get some inspiration from some of the bands around here then.
Yeah, well, I'm in the right place for it. Yeah.
Have you had the chance to go see any bands?
No, not yet. No, we've got in, loaded in, played. I've had a couple of beers, came straight here. I've got another interview to do in a minute. At some point. 10 minutes. And then I'm free till midnight for the next show. And try not to get too pissed.
Yeah. So is there anyone that you're going to try and see?
I'll definitely see Get Cake. I'll definitely see Skinny.
Yeah.
I'll definitely see. Basically, I'm just going to be at the Axiom.
Yeah, I think Mongol Horde is going to be insane.
Yeah, it'd be great to see them.
I never thought I'd get the chance to see them as well because I live in Cheltenham, so getting to London and that is very difficult.
It's ball ache.
It's great that this is just on my doorstep.
Does that mean you're going home every night? To be fair, we're in a hotel tonight, so
nice.
But we're playing with Frank tomorrow in Newcastle, so we're heading up just outside Nottingham, and then just do sort of half a drive tonight. which will be fun.
Yeah, quite a lot of people have offered money to come and shower at my place.
Yeah, I bet. That doesn't surprise me at all. You can make a killing this weekend.
Yeah, it'll be like, right, load in my car, let's go.
Let's go, let's do it. £10 a head.
Yeah.
It seems expensive for a shower, but
I think it'll be worth it. especially
capitalism,
having
man, it's what we all really want, isn't it? I don't want that, but
So, to quickly touch on your new album, obviously you've only written a couple of songs at the moment, but given the sort of current state of affairs in the world at the moment and the UK, and you said that we're not in a great place at the moment.
yeah.
Is that going to influence the next album at all?
I mean,
are you looking at that as sort of material to maybe go route in your tongue-in-cheek?
I mean,
lyric, right?
it's not something I really think about too much. Like, songs like you mentioned Porcupines earlier, all my friends were watching Love Island at the time I wrote Porcupines. So, obviously
I'll reserve my thoughts on.
Well, there we go, yeah, exactly. Fucking Love Island. You yanking my nuts, what the fuck? But whatever, each your own. But that's, I guess it's sort of, I don't try not to overthink it too much.
Yeah.
I'm not so wanky to not confess that it will naturally come in, but I'm also not so organised that I plan it to. I don't structure a record. Just write the song,
an influence.
write the songs and then find which ones work together. From that.
Yeah, okay. And then one last question for you then.
Of course.
As a new music podcast, I'm always on the lookout for new artists. Have you listened to any recently, the sort of up-and-coming artists? And I've asked everyone this question.
There's a band in Southampton, friends of mine, Cassava. There's another band in Southampton called Juno, DJUNO.
Okay.
They're both brilliant. There's a band I've forgotten the name of, my friend Christy's in, and I'm going to be absolutely crucified for this. But I will find it out and email it to you.
Yeah, do.
Who are also
great.
brilliant. Who else is there? God, you put me on a spot here.
It's the good thing about editing. This can just
Yeah. Edit out the rambles. Juno, Cassava, they're both great. And Southampton, which always helps for me.
Yeah. Any Southampton base for you? Obviously you live there, so
Yeah. I'm going to get crucified by my friends for not shouting them out here, but those are the two that spring to mind.
Okay.
Juno and Cassava.
Yeah, that's great. Well, thank you very much for joining.
Pleasure,
us.
man. Thank you.
It was great. Thank you very much.
Hold your horses, don't edge bets or rule legs in baskets. Tread lightly and slyly, you're likely to pass it. Cards close, play games long, play them all you like. You may have played a couple of fiddles before, darling, you won't play mine. You won't play mine, you won't play mine. You might play mine. And I'm no heartbreaker, I'll break my heart now for you. They say the layer's better than ever. When layers taking longer than forever. Pull the other, we ain't lovers, we ain't getting any younger. Now I'm left guessing, are you interested or messing about? The attentions we circle back round to some liminal, back to fictional and predictable deceit. May have backed a few boys up, but babe, I back me. I back myself, I back me. You won't back me. And I'm no heartbreaker, I break my heart now for you. They say the layer's better than ever. When layers taking longer than forever. I pull the other, we ain't lovers, we ain't getting any younger. My guard's been up for so long, and I'm tired of being on my own. And I'm fed up of fighting, fed up of feeling all alone. For maybe, darling, we chance this and give it a go. But at whatever pace you need, I swear I'll match your speed when we go. And you're no heartbreaker, you won't break my heart now, will ya? They say that later's better, but I'll take never. And I won't wait for you to complicate my forever. Whatever, Trevor, I'm off to get wiser and older.